I've been playing Arc Raiders a lot over the last couple weeks or so, or a week since it's only been out for a little bit, but it's been insanely impressive so far. And I can say with my full heart that this game is just amazing. I'm going to go over some of my critiques of the game, but mostly the positives because I don't have many critiques of it. It's pretty perfect, but I won't say perfect because that's kind of glazing, but it's got a lot of good things about it. I honestly think they did an amazing job. The company that did this is Embark, who was also known for the Finals, which was the free kind of three-player, like, not really battle royale, but PvP combat type of game, which it died extremely fast and was pumped with cosmetics, which we can only hope doesn't happen to Arc Raiders. I will say though, I have a lot more faith that this game won't die out just like the Finals did due to a couple things. One of them being that with the game releasing like just recently, they already have a roadmap mapped out and frequent updates and patches that have been released. Like in making this yesterday or the day before that, they already had an update about where they added electromagnetic fields. They added Night Raid, I believe, to the Blue Gate map. They have a new underground bunker that they have with a whole thing inside, and there's a code Easter egg that nobody really knows yet, so that's going to be cool to figure out in the next coming days. Bet somebody will figure it out. Already come out, or maybe this was before the complaints, but they came out and said that they are not going to just change the game. They want it to make it feel like you are in the game. So they want the enemies to be hard, it to be hard, not like you can just run it down like the classic battle royales, which is a really good, nice flavor of life, if you ask me. I'm kind of sick of the whole entire battle royale. You get your fast dopamine, and then you get in, get out, and just rinse, repeat like garbage, no risk, no reward type of thing. But Arc Raiders is doing an amazing job. But first, I'm going to go over some of my things I don't like about it, so I can just get them out of the way, because I have a lot more good things to say about this than bad things. So to start with the bad things, I'm gonna just start with the Arc enemies. I'll be honest, I have no complaints about the Arc enemies. I love the way they did them, except this one guy. Oh fucking god. Fucking damn it, dude. Fucking... Anyways, duo. Also, I'm gonna complain about. I have a friend that I was playing with, and we like to play duos, and playing duos is kind of not that good right now, but it's not horrible. Whenever you run duos, even when you run trios, it's still kind of bad, because the whole entire thing about this game is that there's a Raider flare that comes up out of your body, which honestly I think is a good and a bad thing. I like it because the people who are queuing no mics, which I saw people saying on Reddit, is that they don't have to wait for their teammates to call out that they knock somebody, and if they don't have a mic, they don't call it out. But on the bad side, whenever me and my friend get into a fight, it seems like everybody in the lobby bolts over there like they have nothing to lose and everything, and they're loaded too, and we're loaded, so they're just killing themselves and killing us, and then another team comes and third parties us over and over and over again. Also, when you're playing duos, every single person I'm matched up against is a trio. Me and him will kill a guy and then kill the other, and then the third guy shows up, or a whole other team, and it's very, very hard to play duos in this game. But it is still fun. It's just harder, which I kind of wish there was like a duo lobby type of mechanic they had, but it's fine. And the last main complaint that I really have is the exploiting issue that they've had in the game. I'm pretty sure they released a patch recently about the using barricades to get through the key doors, which is honestly extremely annoying. I've had many runs where I've brought the key to go up on the first map, Damn Battlegrounds. I brought the control tower key, and I go in, and whenever I open the door, most of the loot is just gone, and I wasted my key for nothing, and you can just tell they glitched. I only wasted my key one time. The other one, I saw there was a barricade place, so I knew not to go there, and it's very miserable to have to walk the whole way there, and then somebody glitched in, took all your loot. Not to mention, it was just so bad. Now there's a new one where they're vaulting somehow to get up into it and teleporting through the floor. I think they're using the stuck mechanic. I don't really know. I saw it on TikTok. Somebody could do that to the player and then just sit in there and then camp and kill you, which it's just something they need to patch. I hope that they ban the people who are doing it and maybe wipe them back, because people should not be abusing these exploits. But other than that, it's not really the game's fault. It's more of the players abusing it, but it is something they could fix. Honestly, the only other complaint that I really can think of is whenever I'm trying to sort my inventory, I was looking for stuff to upgrade my benches, and I couldn't find what could recycle into batteries, and I spent about 10 minutes looking to find out that it was a portable TV, I believe. And I just wish there was a way to like filter to see what recycles into what. If I could hover them, because you have to click on them manually every time and just view them, and it's just really tedious to do. Bad stuff out of the way, I don't really have many other bad stuff to say. Probably little things that there's no point in really naming, but onto the good thing. To start, gonna go back to the arc enemies, even though the one guy, very, very annoying, but they're still doable. The fireballs, and I forget what the kamikazes are called, they're all killable with a Pharaoh in one shot, and the kettle and anvil, all of them, they're pretty easy to take out. And all the flyers, Hornet, Wasp, they're pretty easy to fight, but not too easy that it makes it boring. You still have to strategize, play around them, make sure you don't die, because they could kill you really fast if you're not playing your cards right. The Rocketeer though, oh my god, that guy is just crazy. Stuck it out and made them this difficult to navigate. Like, it's just, I really like it how most of the arc enemies, you actually have to strategize and fear them, which it really adds to the extraction. Because the thing with, I believe, Tarkov, which I played only a little bit of, I wasn't really that big into it. It had scavs, I believe they were called. Not really the biggest threat. It was kind of just like a thing in the way type of thing. You can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments on that, but don't believe they were as big as a threat as the arcs are. But bastions, bombarders, like, they're just insanely difficult to evade, and even when you do evade them, they put you in positions that you normally aren't in, which I really love that about the game. I know it sounds like a complaint, but it's really not. It's a kind of a compliment. And the PvP too, even with the PvE aspects being really, really hard, which you think would ruin the PvP, it's actually really good. The PvP is amazing. Every gun, honestly, that I've had has felt amazing. And the attachments that you put on your guns are honestly kind of broken. The attachments aren't like just a little buffs here and there. It's like 30% like recoil buffs, massive mag capacity increases. They're just really, really good. Honestly, the best combo that I've been running that's pretty like eco-friendly is Kettle and Pharaoh. The Pharaoh can just destroy the arcs. I've soloed Leapers with it. I've taken out Bastions with a friend with 2 Pharaohs. It's just so good, and cracks light armors in one shot. And the Kettle absolutely annihilates people. If you have a trigger finger, you just go off on people. It is amazing. The best thing ever. The Anvil, the Stitcher from close range, there's the Osprey, there's just so many guns, like the Toro. All of them are very good to use. There's not like a meta that everyone is running. Though people are kind of leaning towards using Kettle Pharaoh, I've seen a lot, and then it's Anvil and Toro. There's so many guns in the game, just depending on where you're at, that all of them are viable to fight against each other, which is amazing. All the maps, they feel like different experiences, I'm not gonna lie. Spaceport, it feels like you're in an open field. The arcs are all like, the Leapers are positioned in different ways. They're in ways that they can actually benefit from hunting you down across the map.
Over here. There's no way. Yeah, see, like, plus we gotta attack all the way up there, right?
It's just, the layout of the maps are just amazing. Dam Battlegrounds, which is the one that people play the most, and Bluegate too, are laid out beautifully. The only issue with the maps is that they kind of get a little repetitive, because mainly Dam Battlegrounds, the only place that really carries the best loot is like Control Tower. It's kind of where everyone runs to this one area that is all over TikTok. I'm not really gonna say it here, but everyone always goes there instantly. They loot that place, and they always leave on the same extraction point, which people have been hardcore camping in duos. Another thing that I want to touch on is that the environmental factors, that is the update that I mentioned a little bit earlier. The lush blooms, all of them are just amazing. They add so much value to the game. The night raids that make it harder, gives more loot. Arc enemies are even crazier than they were before. It's just, it makes the game feel more fun. Since you already have a really good PvE mixed with really good PvP, it's just beautiful. They did it amazingly. Another thing is the skins. They're not really too flashy, which I really do like about the game. I don't want to become some stupid Fortnite ripoff, or like the finals was kind of pushing it. Their skins were getting pretty bad. Hopefully they don't try to go that route, because right now the skins they're adding to the game, they feel like they belong. Like, all of them aren't really out of character or out of place. A couple of them are kind of weird looking out of character, like if you were to think about it, but none of them are too flashy or too stupid. So they're doing a good job on that. Some of them are a little bit pricey. I think some of them are like around $24, but it's not horrible, and it makes them a little bit more money, I guess, so they can benefit off of it. But Battle Pass, I bought the extra $20 version because I wanted to support the game, because I knew I was going to love this game. I just had a feeling. So I believe the Battle Pass though is free or for everybody. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. I got it for free. I don't know if that's because I got the $20 version, but that thing gives you amazing stuff too. The skins in there, there's one set, I think it's called Voyager, maybe not that one. There's two sets of skins in it, maybe 3. All of them are pretty good. Also, don't like clash too much with the game. Pretty good. And then also, they have loot boxes in them that give you pretty good items, I believe, and I really like that. So it's a nice little thing that you can also work towards. Another thing that I've been seeing streamers say, and I really hope they'd shut up because I hate the streamer side of the communities always. They always have the worst takes ever. Is that they want there to be ranked, which is stupid. I've heard 3 streamers say this. I'm not going to name them, but you can go find it if you really care to. They keep saying that they want a ranked system that is straightly ranked. It is a horrible idea for a game like this when it's an extraction. Hope they never do that. I don't believe they will. I think the devs are in the right mindset. But if you want ranked, there is something called trials, which isn't really ranked, but if you want the dopamine of getting a rank and ranking up, it does technically have that. You can rank between like rookie the whole way up doing specific things. It's like some of them are like hornet killing and then supply drops. The one critique I would have about the trials is I kind of wish it wasn't based off of a random quest that you're forced to go and do, like search 10 husks pretty much. It's for the epic version of it for 4K points, which is kind of tedious to do. Doesn't really bring much value. So if they could change it, I think the way that not ranked, but trials should work is that when you drop in the amount of XP you get, because it correlates your searching and your kills and all that and your arc kills all in your time. I think that should correlate to your trials. If you take that and then bring it to your trials, I feel like the trial system would work better, because the way that they have it now with the random quests and stuff you have to go run off and do, it's not really the best, but you do get some skins and some dances, so it's some cool stuff that you can get for free if you do want to just go grind them out, which I'm going to do anyways, but it's not the best system, I believe. Another thing I want to touch on is how there's no mandatory wipes, which I love that. I do not like when there's a mandatory wipe in a game. I think it's kind of removes the factor of me wanting to care about it, which is amazing. There is a thing though, you can wipe for more storage space and some other stuff, I believe, and like prestige and some of the way in a caravan, which I'm probably going to be doing, but I like that I have the free will to choose between the options, which is amazing. Another thing with the skill tree, all of them aren't really too overpowered, which I also love, because usually in skill tree type of games, if you're level 75 compared to level 1, the 75 will absolutely demolish the level 1 with his overpowered skills and buffs and everything that he has. It's amazing that they didn't do it like that. They give you like crafting in game, breaking security breaches, stamina buffs, but nothing that screams unfair advantage that they're going to destroy you with, which is amazing. Another amazing thing about the game is the crafting. I love the way they did the workbenches crafting, and I think it's called Scrappy, the little rooster guy who gives you free loot to craft with too, if you want to just run around with that and just use that to make your guns. Crafting guns isn't really that expensive for like kettles, pharaohs, stitchers and all that if you want to go that route. Toro and anvil, which I've recently had the recipe of, and ospreys and the renegades, they're also really cheap to craft with if you know what those guns are. Easily find the supplies you need, and even on the supplies, what I like is it tells you the certain sections that are in the supplies, which removes some RNG, which is also even more amazing. Forgot about that, just randomly had to bring that up. Some of the supplies that you need to get has areas like residential and industrial that you can literally just go straight to and then extract if you want to just get your stuff, which makes it so much easier. The free kits are amazing. Now, I know that Tarkov has free kits. I think it was only limited to 3. I think they're called scav kits. It's just 3 limited kits that you are forced to run out of, and then being forced to bring your actual really good loot that you care about in is not really a cool mechanic either. The fact that you can run a free kit, get some random bandages, some shields and grenades, and then being able to use that free kit and snowball or get your loot and extract, get what you need, and do your quests with a free kit is amazing. I love that they did not put a cap on unlimited kits, and I hope they never do, because it's amazing. Another thing I want to touch on is the harvester. The queen, the massive queen spider that has the most War of the World sounding laser beam, is the coolest thing ever. I've seen people try to fight it for like days now, and they just get steamrolled by it. I've seen people on Twitch kill it, like Peanut I think killed it a couple of times. Really cool to see that. And I know you can kill it solo, which I'm probably probably going to do at some point. Haven't focused on it much, but that thing is so cool. The models, the sound effects, everything about it is amazing. Same with every other art. The Leaper's amazing too. The Leaper jumping 300 feet across the map to catch up to me when I shoot it once is the funniest thing ever. And I've used it multiple times to ruin a gunfight for people too when they jump me. The greatest thing ever. Another thing is that I really like is about the quests. I actually figured this out a little bit ago when I was playing with my friend. The quests share. Same with trials too. I believe the damage in those share as well, which is also amazing. That you can take your buddy and do certain quests with them and it'll save them. Though it's not the same for all of them. I think some of them you can't because I remember that. But most of them you don't have to fight to share or get the objective done. You can both get credit for it. It's amazing. That is another amazing thing that I just wanted to touch on. Another thing I want to touch on, because I was complaining about duo earlier. Duos having to fight with trios. Well, the reason I have all of these amazing things to say is because I haven't been playing duo. Duo, it was fun, but I've been having most of my fun in solos. And they found this spot. It's the guy. No, I killed that one. What the fuck? Oh, you really tried that? Really? Like, really, bruh?
Whoa.
Kill him. Kill him, bro. Kill him, bro.
You just tried to kill me with a stun grenade. What are you talking about? Like, what? Dude, he tried to use a stun grenade, get hit by his own stun.
I saw.
Saw you. Chill, bro.
If you're chill, I'm chill. If you're
Yeah,
chill,
I'm chill, I'm chill. Not chill, I was not chill.
You're a fucking. It's rightfully ours. Fuck these clankers. Clankers must.
Solos is the most fun that I've had with this game due to the reasons is that people aren't immediately shooting in it. I like immediately shooting in it sometimes. It just depends on my situation, if I'm third partying a fight type of thing. Just depends on the situation that I'm put into. What I really like is that if you want to team up and like take down bastions and leapers and solo, people do that. Nobody's like trying to, well, I wouldn't say nobody. There are some assholes. Most people are trying to like work together and it feels like you're actually in a survival type of extraction game. It feels like I'm there as the person in it trying to live among the arcs, taking them down with a team that I've just met 5 minutes ago. Solos is the aspect of this game. If you want to have the most fun playing arc raiders, I recommend solo. I'm not saying don't play with your friends. You can play with your friends if you want, but if you really want to enjoy this game, you don't need people to play with. So for people who don't have friend groups who you can always play with, or people who just are broke and don't want to afford to play with you because they're assholes, you know who I'm talking about, you can just play by yourself. You can meet people on it, and if the people you meet there, if you really want, you can add them and then play with them, because after you extract, there's a whole map and you press tab, it'll show you everybody you interacted with that map. You can see their Steam and invite them there, which is also really cool, seeing the map of where you are. Also another really cool mechanic. Just this game has so many cool things about it, and I've had so much fun playing it. I'm gonna end it there. There's a lot of other things I could say about the game, but I don't want to yap for too long, but it's the greatest game I've played in a long time. I've played some other games this year, like Silksong's really good, Elden Ring Night Rain was good, but just, I don't know, something about Arc Raiders is just amazing, and it's blowing up everywhere, and I'm telling you, you need to try it. Try it. If you don't like it, you can refund it. I'm telling you, you're going to love it.